what tactics, what strategies, what principles have I used most effectively to break through the noise? Which one? If I had to choose one, it would be encapsulated in Kevin Kelly's 1,000 True Fans. And this relates to positioning and starting small. The basic idea is that you should own a category instead of thinking about how to develop a brand. And I will give you my 3 rules of branding. And that is a bit tongue-in-cheek since I dislike the word branding, generally speaking. Number 1, instead of fixating on the often nebulous brand, in quotation marks, think of how you can, quote, own a category, end quote, in the minds of 1,000 diehard fans who can then act as your strongest marketing force. This is really critical. If you can't be number 1 or number 2 in a category, you need to find or create another category. My preference has always been to create another category, since by definition you then own it, much like lifestyle design for 4-hour work week and so on. All right. So instead of fixating on the often nebulous brand, think of how you can own a category in the minds of 1,000 diehard fans who then become your strongest marketing force. Number 2, don't make a product for everyone. If everyone is your market, no one is your market. If everyone is your customer, no one is your customer. So don't make a product for everyone or every man or every woman. It's too broad. Particularly with the first versions of your product or service, it is better to have 1,000 people who love you, even if many hate you. It's better to have 1,000 people who love you than 100,000 who think you're kind of sort of cool. Great to 1,000 of these edge case nerds, for instance, beats good to 100,000 of anything else, everyone else, every time. So in a social media, in a social sharing driven world, cultivate the intense few instead of the lukewarm many. All right. So really focus on the intense few instead of the lukewarm many and make a product for those people. You can always expand later. It is very difficult and very painful to go from broad to narrow later. Start narrow, then go broad. Number 3, forget branding altogether. Forget branding. Forget it. At least in the way that, the very ambiguous way that it is usually used. I would suggest think about consistently over-delivering 1 or 2 benefits to your customers, users, fans. Right? So think about consistently over-delivering 1 or 2 benefits to your 1,000 true fans. That's it. Branding is a side effect of consistent association. Your brand is what people think of most often when they hear your name, see your logo, whatever it might be. That's it. It's a side effect of consistent association. So consistently over-deliver 1 or 2 benefits to your 1,000 true fans. Don't put the cart before the horse. Put good business first, and good brand, whatever that is, will follow.